my hair and if I could post a video on how I do my hair. First things first is you need the right greases. If like for me, I have curly hair, so I use heavy greases, but I mix them up. A lot of people say Maurice is the best, and yeah, it is by far the best grease that I've ever used. But a lot of people have problems with it thinning their hair, losing hair, stuff like that. There's problems as a greaser. You don't want to have those problems. So after a lot of trial and error, I found a mix of three greases that I think are the best. And first, you have your black and white, and this one I put on first. I use this one solely for shine, although it does help mix the combination of the next two greases I'm about to show you. But only use a little bit, because if it's hot and this melts, your hair's done. That's it. Second, I put on this. It's a American Greaser Supply 90 WT. It's actually flat top wax, but if you have curly hair, this will keep it straight. It's really, really thick, so you only need a little bit. And then finally, my favorite is Layrite. I get Super Hold. That's the other one, unless you have really straight hair or if you're going for that brow cream look, it's crap. But this one it's really good, and especially because it dries up kind of a little bit, but it's still flexible. So mixed with these two other greases, it's, you know what I mean, you're gonna get the strong hold, you're gonna get extra shine with this, and you won't have to worry about weather as much. Let's see, after that also, combs. If you have longer hair, you're gonna want to use a bigger comb, because it's gonna reach more of your hair, you know. And even if you don't have long hair, just in the beginning, like, sure, you can use like one of these like little dollar like unbreakable combs. If you have short hair, that's cool, but if not, if you have long hair, you're gonna want to go for this. Alright, I've already mixed the grease in my hair. Basically what I did is I put a little bit of black and white, just about like this much, and spread it on. If you need to use more, you can. I'm not saying to not use a lot of grease if you need a lot of grease, but what I do recommend is to only put on a little bit at a time. Go like with, you know what I mean, at a slow pace, because if you put a whole bunch of grease in, it's going to be harder to take out than it is going to be to put in. So I put in a little bit of the amount I showed you with this stuff. Some people heat it up. Don't heat it up, because then it defeats the purpose of it being strong hold. Just put your nail in it like that and just scrape around, and you get a good amount in. Put that in second. Between every time you apply grease, you want to comb through, so the grease is properly mixed. Just comb it through your hair. Don't mix it in your hand. And then after that, I put some Layrite in. This one I kind of use a lot because it dries up, so just like around like a finger or two is good. And then mix it in your hair. You want to make sure, sorry, I got some grease in my hand. You want to make sure that you get a lot in the front and in the back. The kind of haircut I'm showing you today isn't a pomp. The kind of haircut I'm showing you today is a part, and the reason why I'm doing it is because the barber cut my hair too short, so I can't show you guys a full pomp today, but I will as soon as my hair grows out. Alright, so let's get it cracking. Shouldn't take that long to do your hair. It's going to take long at first. You got to be patient, because it's something that comes with practice. It's trial and error. It's like pinstriping. No one can really show you how. You just got to keep practicing, you know. Alright, so what you want to do is comb all the grease through your hair, and every time you put a layer of grease through your hair, like say you put the black and white, put it in, comb it back. Flat top wax, put it in, comb it back. Layrite, put it in, comb it back, and it'll mix just fine like that. So just slick it back, and what you're gonna notice is happening is what you're gonna want to use is the big part, because what's gonna happen is it's gonna separate your hair into rows, making it easier to part and to get a clean parallel part. You don't want to have like a part where you can see like rows like going this way and that way and this way and that way. It looks like shit, you know what I mean? So after you do that, just find where you want to part it, and after you find it, just grab the rest that isn't going to be parted and hold it like that, and then comb down. If you don't hold it, what's going to happen is you're going to get like stranded hairs, like loose hairs, and that little, like I said, hairs going this way and that way. That's exactly what's going to happen. So after you find that, you got your part. You see my part starting right now, and then you want to hold this side, and then comb this way. And see what's happening right now. You're getting a really good part in there. And for the front, like right here, you might have some problems. Just hold right here and just keep combing. Just keep holding and combing. And then just keep brushing it to the side. Sorry, it's kind of confusing being on the camera because it's the opposite of what my image is. Comb it all to the side like that. And you're going to get some that sticks up. Just hold it, go like this. And then in the back, do the same thing. Hold it and go like that. The reason why you want to hold your hair with one of your hands is because it's bound to stick up. And you don't want the tapping because you have to keep combing it over. See? Like that, how that one's stuck up. So, alright. And this part you can start doing with like I'll start using this comb for the people who have smaller combs and shorter hair. You can start using the thin comb part. Sorry, I got a bunch of grease on my comb, but the thin comb part you can start using. And then after that, like what you want to do for the side is you want to put the comb at a slant so it's almost pressing against your hair, but on top you don't want to do that too much because it's going to cause pressure and the hair is going to start sticking up. So put it like about like that kind of angle, and then just keep going. And then when you get all the hairs done, you're satisfied with how the side looks, start working on the front. What I do is I put my hand right here so I don't bring up all the hairs again, and comb up like that. Just comb straight up. And see with that mix of comb how it's sticking up. Remember, I have curly hair, so this mix is just like a miracle worker, and you don't have to worry about like with Murray's like losing hair and stuff because everything in here it'll wash out the same day you wash it. You wash it twice with shampoo, it's out. With Murray's, you're gonna end up having to use. What I had to do is I had to put soap in my hair, but before I had to put olive oil and let it sit, and then I used dish soap. That's how the only way you're gonna get it out in one day with Murray's. So after you comb it up, put your hand right here, but don't press down too hard. Just put it lightly right there and comb up. See, it starts going down like that. Sorry. And then for the side right here, same thing. Just comb up. Like that. There you go. And a lot of people like they pat it down with their hair and stuff like that. I just hold it and it goes. Just hold it and brush up, hold it and brush up. If you want to pat it down to keep it really even, and I'm known for having really even hair, like when it's going down like that for even for a palm, what I do is when I'm done, I pat it down. Hold on 1 second. There. When I'm done, I pat it down with the comb very lightly. You don't need pressure, a lot of pressure. Just do it very lightly, like that. It's real soft. Your hair's your baby. You gotta be gentle. And then just make sure. That's it. Just make sure all the other hairs are in place. Nothing's sticking out. If the sides are sticking out, you could also do the same thing. Just pat the sides with your comb. Just pat it like that. It'll start going down. And that's it. A lot of people wouldn't think it takes greasers a long time to do their hair, but if you got the technique right, you got the right grease, it's not going to take you more than 5 minutes. If I wasn't recording this, probably take me like 2 minutes, and that's it. Alright, thank you. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, just hit me up in my inbox. Keep it greasy.